Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside Out Smile. I'm your host, Dr. Amber Q, and today's topic is something that's very close to my heart. It's mentorship or coaching, whatever you'd like to call it. I think today I'm speaking about mentorship / coaching in an informal way, I guess. So not the classical university type of mentoring, which can be formal or informal. I'm talking about the non-university, non-formal education mentoring / coaching. And the reason I want to speak about this is because obviously, look, university is one route. It's great for certain professions. But even there, I feel that, depending on the university, when I've been coaching at universities, I think that student success is really dependent upon pastoral care. Now, whether you can get that from other students, whether I think a lot of universities these days do have coaches, counsellors, etc. So it does really depend on where you are and the facilities that are open to you. But I'm not considering that. I'm thinking about online coaching, and I'm talking about that really because I've been inspired after having had a coaching call with my business coach. And I wanted to mention it on here because it's so funny, isn't it? Life has really changed. And I do think it's all about taking control of your own development, your own self-development. And so many people want to do that. We know that the online education industry is worth a lot of money. I don't have the figures, so don't ask me about that. But we know it's worth, I don't know, potentially I think it's billions. And it's only growing. And so the thing is, how do you know what you need to do? And of course, you can go onto YouTube and you can learn so many things, but obviously we know that the fastest way to success is to learn from somebody who's either done it previously, so they could be a mentor, or someone who's going to coach you along that. And again, coaching is about helping you find the answers. So again, it's dependent upon the sense in which we're speaking about it. But I'm just speaking about someone who's going to help you along your journey, let's just say. And obviously, depending on how, I guess, serious you are in your own, about investing in your own growth, there are different aspects, right? So, for example, I have a personal trainer. So they're coaching me in terms of my physical fitness. I have a business coach. So those are the two coaches I have. But so many people have, a couple of coaches or several coaches for different areas of their life. But the point is, I feel that, a coach that you have has got to be holistic in their approach, right? So they need to treat you as a human and not just as a revenue stream. I think that's the most important thing. And I think the other thing is really, it's about them understanding nuances, right? It's about them understanding, I don't know, just, it's just that holistic approach of someone who can guide you. So for example, my physical health coach, my fitness coach is not versed in business, for example, but she understands that I have different priorities and I need to be fit for that, for example. So, and for example, in terms of spiritual fitness, she's not a spiritual fitness coach, but she understands that that's going to be part and parcel of me as a holistic being. And so I really think that, coaches basically need to be empathic, right? They need to be empathic. They need to know that, I don't know, that you are a whole person, right? And not, as I said, not just a revenue stream. But the thing is, in today's age, it is really easy to come across fake people, fake mentors, fake coaches. And what I'd like to say is that, and certainly my journey has been full of ups and downs. And even recently, there was one aspect of social media that I was looking at, and the person, promised one thing, didn't deliver, and sort of I'm challenging that at the moment. And I think that is, it's really important to be able to pick the right person and then to challenge them if things don't work out. And what I would say is always take your time and do not rush. Do not be pressurized into things. And even in that case, as with me, I tried to do my due diligence, but then the support that was offered did not materialize. And so that's why I'm challenging that. But what I'd like to say is to, the best way is always word of mouth referral, really. And or just checking, with testimonials or clients, do these people have they known this coach for ages? Has this coach or mentor been in the industry for a long time? I think, that's really important. And then, of course, yes, coaches can tell lots of stories and things, but I feel that, their expertise, whatever that is, needs to be rooted in science. It's got to be evidence-based, right? It's got to be evidence-based, essentially. And not, obviously depending on the topic, there's got to be some sort of evidence behind it rather than science, because science may not fit the criteria for everything. I just feel that is so important, because the problem is that we have the wrong coach, the wrong mentor. Not only do we lose our investment, but we lose time, which is our most precious asset. And of course, then you can lose your confidence as well. And so it can be a really expensive mistake, having the wrong coach / mentor. And that's happened to me in the past as well. So, you just want to be with someone who's going to care about your whole success and your growth. And I just wanted to mention that, really, so I feel so blessed, and I feel that, but as I say, I've been through my own challenges. And so I just want to speak about that. And we were discussing that on the coaching calls today about authenticity and, finding the right kind of coaches / mentors, because there's so many people out there online, And I can only say this and I can only find the right coach having had the wrong coaches. And I feel it's the same, although not quite, but, the same with garages, for example. I've had really great garages in the past, and I still have one at the moment. But I've also experienced bad garages, and, in some cases, it takes a while before you find out that person isn't giving you the best that they can. They're deliberately withholding for whatever reason, or that they're literally just fake and they don't know what they're doing. So I hope this episode has been useful, and apologies if the sound quality isn't as great, because I'm having building work at the moment. So the arrangement is slightly different. So I'm not in my normal podcast studio. Hopefully that will be remedied soon. Until the next episode, let's all create connection and not just change lives, but let's save lives.